What happened to lesbians during the Holocaust? Imagine living in a time when your love or identity could put you in danger, even if it wasn't illegal. During the Holocaust, lesbians faced a confusing mix of social rejection and danger. Unlike gay men, whose relationships were criminalized under the German Penal Code, lesbian relationships were not officially illegal. This meant they were not targeted solely for their sexuality by law. But that didn't mean they were safe or free from harm. Before the Nazis took power, many lesbian women formed communities in big cities. These groups provided some support and a sense of belonging. But the Nazi regime saw female homosexuality as a threat to their idea of a perfect Aryan family. They considered it socially unacceptable and a sign of moral decay. Women who were openly lesbian or suspected of being so often faced denunciations from neighbors, family members, or friends. Sometimes these accusations led to police investigations. But because lesbian acts between women were not illegal, many complaints were dismissed. Still, being reported could lead to harassment or scrutiny. Many lesbians were not arrested just for loving women. Instead, they were often targeted because of other reasons like political resistance, being Jewish, Roma, or labeled as asocial. When they were sent to concentration camps, their lesbian identity was usually not the main reason. Instead, they were imprisoned under categories like criminal or antisocial. Once in camps, they endured brutal conditions just like other prisoners. Some women accused of unnatural fornication or antisocial behavior were sent to camps such as Ravensbrück or Mauthausen. After the war, some lesbians faced ongoing discrimination. For example, Angela Fasching was persecuted even after the Nazi regime fell because of her sexuality. The Nazi focus was on increasing the Aryan population, so lesbians were not seen as a threat in the same way as gay men. They were viewed as less of a danger to the population because they were not believed to be spreading their genes through reproduction. Despite these dangers, many women showed resilience. They supported each other and resisted the oppressive system in various ways. Some managed to live relatively open lives for years, while others faced imprisonment or death. Their stories are often less visible but are an important part of the history of victim experiences during the Holocaust. In the end, lesbians during this time faced social stigma, harassment, and sometimes imprisonment. Their persecution was often linked to other accusations or social labels rather than just their sexual orientation. Their experiences reminded us that victimization during the Holocaust was complex and affected many different identities and reasons for persecution.